me to still be alive right now after all the things I've been through. I got a 223 round in my back.
Oh, really?
I've been hit, yeah.
How many times you been shot?
Twice. And then plus, my own,
right.
Personal. Took a shot at myself. But
in your back, though? Like,
yeah, it's there by my spine. It was too close.
How bad did it fuck you up?
It ripped my intestines in half completely.
What year are we talking?
This was 2007.
Where were you?
In the neighborhood. It wasn't on no banging shit or anything. We was chilling. We was getting ready to leave. And I remember one of the homies saying, "What was that in the field right there?" I had just walked out the house. And my son was there too. He was in the room playing the video game. And as I'm walking out the door, one of the homies like, "Man, look, who was that walking through the field?" And as I look up, all you hear is and I remember feeling a bullet hit me. I'm like, damn.
You only got hit once, though.
Yeah, and one of the homies out there, the homie Melvin was out there. The bullet went through his back, came out his chest. He lost a lung, but he survived.
Wow.
I survived, and I mean, well, obviously, I'm sitting here talking to you.
Did you have beef at that time? Was there any reason?
I had no beef, but that's just how it is in Compton or any other city where if it's on, it's on.
But you were basically...
We was chilling.
Were you a random person to this person?
Well, it was like 8 of us out there.
Right.
So it was nobody in particular, like, directed to, just cats. Oh, okay, we see somebody hanging right there. And
this is, do you know who did it?
I mean, what's the word? Classified information.
Interesting. But we could probably assume that somebody from an enemy territory.
Well, classified information.
Okay. Damn. And so how long were you in the hospital?
Because if I told you the story, you know what I mean?
Maybe we could do that off camera.
Yeah, we could do that off camera.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, how long were you in the hospital from that?
A week?
That's it?
We came home with that California zipper.
Really?
Anybody, when you get shot in the stomach, you get staples from here to...
You got that?
Yeah. Oh. And we call that California zipper.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do you feel when you look at that?
Like, fuck, I could have died. Because there was holes in the house. Like, this was a 223 round. And it was crazy because when I got up, all while the shooting is going, all I could think about is my son's in the house. Oof. He 10 years old. My son in the house. And it seemed like they was getting closer. It seemed like they was getting closer because the shit, it got louder. The shooting got louder. And all I could think about is, damn, my son in the house, my son in the house. And once the busing stopped, I got up and I instantly, went to the house. And my Uncle Glenn was there.
So you could walk?
Yeah. I got down only when the shooting, but afterwards, I stood up. Because like I said, the homie, when the paramedics came, he was laying down. And I told him to help him.
Right.
Help the homie. And, the few of the homies was like, man, who hit? Who hit? I'm like, I'm hit. And I remember the homie like, man, Sizzle, you ain't hit. And I, like, nigga, I'm hit.
Uh-huh.
When I lift my jacket up and like everybody's eyes I was too angry to lay down.
Wow.
I was more mad than anything. And like I said, my son was in there. So when I walked in the door, I told my Uncle Glenn, I said, I'm hit. And I told him, I said, make me a promise. And he was like, what's that? I said, if I die, make sure you take care of my son. And make sure you let him know I loved him. And I went in the room, and my son was standing there with the controller in his hand. I had just brought him back from getting some food. And he was standing there, like, stunned with the controller in his hand. And I hugged him. It was like, everything good, son. Everything good. Like, you good. Go ahead, sit back down. Like, I'm going to go back out here. Paramedics everywhere, police everywhere. And, I called his mom, Latifah Stone. I called his mom and I said, because at this time we wasn't getting along. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm hit. And she like, don't play games with me. What you mean you hit? I'm shot. And I'm like, I'm not playing. Get over here and come get our son. And she came over there. And when she told my son, like, your dad got shot, and he like, my dad ain't got shot. Like, my dad just came in the house and talked to me. Your dad got shot. And, you know, everybody came to the hospital. And that's when he realized that I was shot because I didn't tell him I was shot. And,
Wow.
and by the grace of God, and I thank God, he wasn't shot because I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. I'd be in prison doing forever, for sure.
If what?
My son would have got hit or died.
Jesus, yeah.
Definitely. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
I know that kind of thing is like fairly ordinary in LA, but it's still like hard to even process the fact that this is the sort of thing that like people do to each other. That this is the level of cruelty that people perpetrate upon each other.
I mean, man,
As common as it is, it's still like sometimes you hear something like that and it just fucking, it's hard for me to even process how people do this to each other.
it's life, man. It's a lifestyle. That's so we grew up amongst.
Yeah.
You know, that what else was there? You know, some made it out playing sports. Some made it out as big drug dealers. Some didn't make it out. Some made it out fast. Some made it out slowly. Some is still there.
But I mean, that kind of shit of, you know, just, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not in on all the specifics of it, but this just like whole notion of people from certain areas just basically have to kill other people from other areas to get respect. It's just
I wouldn't really say just on a respect thing, like somebody kill one of your loved ones.
Right.
I mean, people not gonna let it go.
Yeah. And I mean, certainly
It's like a tit for tat.
in isolation, you can understand like, oh, well, this happened because this happened. And I guess I get it.
You have to come from it.
Yeah.
To sincerely understand it, you have to really grew up in it and really been there.
Right.
Like it's hearing about it and actually living it. It's kind of like it's a difference. Okay, yeah, man, I heard that story. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. But actually growing up in it, being a part of it, and this is all you know. You don't know nothing else. This is all you know, hands down.
Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. If you want to support, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200K. Thank you. Thank you so much.